Now, you hear it from the readers in your family or your friends. Reading is like traveling. You go to a different world, you meet different people, different cultures, but you don't really get it because every time you grab a book, you just don't get it. Well, hopefully with these 3 tips, I'm gonna get you started reading and understand what the hype is all about. Tip number 1, create a reading list. I have mine on Goodreads. That's an excellent platform. If you don't want to start there, just grab a piece of paper and a pen and start Googling the best books in blank. Do you like thrillers? Do you like romance? Do you like horror? Do you like Hallmark style kind of movies? And then look it up on Google. You're gonna end up with a lot of recommendation on different categories and you can get started there. If you're still not sure what to get, just stop by the library. I'll be more than happy to share with you some recommendations based on things that you have liked, based on movies or series that you've liked. Tip number 2. Exercise your reading muscles. This is something that I've heard in high school and it's a tip that it was given for people that didn't like to read. And it's using a timer during your reading time. Now, you don't have to use anything fancy, you can use your phone, but the first day put a timer for 15 minutes. Remember, now you have some books that you already picked that you think you're gonna enjoy, so you can start with those books that you already picked. Or you can read a magazine, you can read a newspaper, read something that's on paper. Now, every day we're gonna increase 5 minutes. The next day it's gonna be 20, then 25, and by the end of the week, you're gonna read 45 minutes in one day. I can assure you that it's more of a routine and it's more of the discipline that will get you the first few days. But then once you're into something, reading something, the time is gonna fly by. Tip number 3, make time to read. You're probably thinking, I really don't have the time to start a new routine. I can barely get things done, and the way that I would recommend starting this reading habits is by incorporating your reading time in something that it's already part of your routine. For example, if you have a cup of coffee every morning and it takes you about 10 minutes to sit down and have that little coffee routine, well, incorporate those 10 minutes, read a few chapters, read a few pages, but most importantly, read something that you're into reading, because reading something that you're not interested in is just like watching TV or watching a show that you really don't care about. So yeah, you're watching TV, but you're not really entertained. Same thing happens with books. So I hope that these 3 tips will give you some good ideas on how to start reading if you are in a reading slump, if you were never into reading. These are just simple things, practical things that you can try at home and hopefully get you started.